In 2020, I had decided I was going to downsize my office, and I had given notice in early March of 2020 to move to a new space. And I had signed a 3-year agreement. And then, of course, COVID hit, and I had downsized my staff to all be at home except for one admin. But in March 2023, my lease was ending, and I had to head back to California to pack up the things I was going to keep and get rid of the things that we no longer needed. And I also put on that trip. I flew from California to Texas for a conference. So this video is going to give you highlights from my California and Texas trip.
Well, I am now here in Dallas, ready to do some work today. The conference that I'll be attending is tomorrow and Friday, but yesterday was definitely a crazy travel day. It started with our flight was delayed half an hour because the flight coming in had been delayed. Then after we boarded, we were still delayed, and there were some maintenance issues, I guess. Pretty simple maintenance issues, but they had to take care of. But the main wait was because I guess the FAA requires specific paperwork to be filed. So we had to wait for people to file the paperwork. So it was about an hour and a half delay before we left. Then when I got to Dallas, of course, I had to wait to get my checked bag. And then I went out to the Uber pickup area and was requesting an Uber. And it kept, cycling through, waiting. And then somebody would pick up. And then in about 20 seconds, they'd cancel. And then somebody else picked up. And then they canceled. And then I kept trying. And I couldn't get a ride. So I think it was because where I needed to go was about 45 minutes away from the airport. And I guess they didn't want to drive that far. So, and at this point, it's 9:30 at night. I don't know what I really should be doing. I have some contacts in the area, but it was late, and I didn't know if they'd see a message if I sent a message through Messenger. So anyway, I called the hotel, asked if they had any ideas, and they gave me a phone number for a company that does like private driving. So thankfully, I got a ride from there. I did have to wait about 35 minutes for them to come to the airport because they're close to the area where I was planning to stay. But anyway, they got there, picked me up, got me to the hotel. So it's all good now. I'm here. But it's actually a nice room. I didn't realize when I was booking here, they actually have like a kitchen, and not like with a stove, but they have a refrigerator, a nice microwave, sink, things like that. But anyway, it's pretty nice. So I'll be comfortable here for the next few days. But anyway, what an adventure, I guess. And on top of that, I broke a wheel off my suitcase. I was helping an elderly lady with who uses a cane, with her luggage. So I was pushing her suitcase, I was dragging mine, and so I just let the suitcase kind of fall from the airplane to the jet bridge, which was only a couple of inches. But apparently when I did that, I broke off the wheel of my suitcase. So that was an interesting struggle trying to end up moving that with a broken wheel and then getting my regular checked bag and maneuvering all of that. So, but anyway, all's well. I'm here and ready to work today and then attend the conference tomorrow. So a little while ago, I just recorded, that I was ready to start my day. I was in this nice room, and it had a kitchen, but I didn't think it had a stove. I just came back from grabbing breakfast, and I brought up like some fruit and hard-boiled eggs to have like for lunch, since I'll just be working here at the hotel. And then I realized as I was going to the refrigerator that there is a stove. It's just like a hot plate top type thing. But let me just give you a quick view of what my room looks like. So I'll flip this around. All right, so there's the kitchen. That's the little hot plate over there, stovetop. And then the refrigerator, of course, the front door. And then that heads into the bedroom. And then where I'll be working, I'm about to set up my computer, and then a nice chair and sofa. So, and then of course the bedroom in there. So it's a pretty nice place that I'll be staying here for the next few days. This water feature is in the hotel, across from the elevator. It's pretty cool. So I'm super excited. My brother and sister-in-law are coming. I just got the text that they're pulling into the parking lot now. So I get to spend the day with them here while I'm in Dallas. They drove up from Houston. So I'm looking forward to some family time. And then I head out tomorrow. So I'm going to grab some photos with them today too. And I'll be able to share that. Well, I'm supposed to be headed home today. There is a severe storm warning out of Dallas during the time I'm supposed to fly, so I'm hoping that doesn't come to fruition because I really need to get home. It's been a very busy few weeks. Unfortunately, my computers all show that they went offline yesterday, so I don't know if it's power or the internet went off. But I was planning on getting home this evening and being able to check all of that before staff starts working tomorrow. Hopefully it wasn't power. If the power went off, hopefully it came back on quickly and the computers just couldn't because they had been off for a while. But anyway, I just have to go home and figure out what's going on with that so my staff can work starting tomorrow. But anyway, it was a very busy few weeks. Got my office closed, attended a couple conferences, got to see some family, so that was really good. But I'm looking forward to being back home again as well.